You can watch TV, just watch me and say, oh, it's interesting. And then keep on looking for another video. Oh, it's interesting. And then keep on looking for another video. Oh, it's interesting. Basically, you're watching TV. That's what you're doing. You don't really want to change. You just want to be entertained. Okay? So wake up. And I'll give you an example. I never thought of this, but I thought of it right now. When people want to get in shape, they want to have the dream body, okay? The six pack, or just biceps and guys. Do they want to actually do the work? But I think going to the gym every day or 3 times a week, getting the equipment going, working out, coming back, taking your shakes, get your protein, do your supplements, that takes work. It takes consistency, it takes dedication to get what you want. Well, if I want to change me, that takes work too. But when you think about it, it's not as hard. What are you getting at, Patrick? Because normally, when you want to change me, you gotta look inside. You gotta look within because you can't change the exterior if you don't change the interior. Let me repeat that again. You can't change the exterior if you don't change the interior. Okay? Uh, and it's kind of crazy. A lot of people basically they basically look. And I'll give you a story to show. I was like you when I was younger, and my father was drinking. He was drunk. I I did not like life. I found I thought my father didn't love me. So I wasn't really happy with me. And I looked with my eyes at my reality around me. And I said, oh, he's still there, drunk again. And so I was basically just saying, look, my reality, it's not changing. My thoughts, I still feel like he doesn't love me, and that's not changing either. And so I was not in a good place. And I think a lot of people can understand that. Okay. But because I was interested very young in psychology, and finally I did a bachelor, I finally realized something. If I want to change the exterior, I got to change the interior. So, and what I've been doing, like being open minded that I can change. I've already said that you got to be open minded, but just saying that you can change. And you know the expression, what you resist uh, persists. Okay. So, for example, if I have a tire around me, if I have a tire on my body, like around my belly, and it sticks out on the sides. Well, there's a while I hated looking at that, and I wanted to lose weight to get rid of it. But I finally realized, love every part of you, and it's when you love every part of you that the parts you don't like can disappear. Because when you resist, I don't like it, that's resisting, then it persists. I don't care how much you diet, you're going to keep that problem. Or if you get rid of it, it's going to come back. Okay. So love your body. And it's only when you love your body that you can change your body and you want to change things, change your thinking about your body too. Because do you realize something? There have been experiments with plastic surgery that was done to a person to fix their nose. Okay. And they spent money to get this crooked nose and now it's straight. And when they showed the mirror to the client saw no difference. Still did not like her face. So these experiments basically proved that it's our image of ourself is in a lot of ways is not the reality, but it's that image of ourselves that controls, that has a direct impact on what kind of life we have. Okay. And you might say it again. The image we have of ourselves is a direct impact of what kind of life we have, what kind of relationships we have with people surrounding us. And why? Because when you don't like yourself, like I've admitted that's when I was younger, you're always conscientious of yourself. And if you're conscientious of yourself, you are more, as opposed to going forward, you go backwards and you watch more than you partake in the conversation. And how many of us are watching life go by? Okay. So, because we have fears inside, I'm this way, I'm that way, I'm not like this person, I don't look like this person, I don't look like this person. You know very well that if you just decided to love yourself, and if you're, let's go, you're 35 years old, okay? If it took you 35 years to create the person you are, could you just say maybe take a little bit more time, a little less time, like maybe just a year, maybe just a half a year, maybe 6 months, maybe 4 months to start changing the way you see yourself? Give it at least 4 months. If you can give yourself 36 months to be the way you are, could you just be a little logical and give yourself a few months to change that? And I've already said, I love myself nonstop. Adopt that and show gratitude for this is number one. Show gratitude for who you are. And when you can start thanking the source, if you're like me, thanking God, I believe in God, thanking God for who you are and how you are. Oh my God, that is the first step to feeling an inner joy. It's when you can just, I am who I am and I'm proud. I look like I look and I'm okay with that. My body, I love my body the way it is. Now, does that mean I don't want to change it? No. But when I can say I love it just the way it is, that's when change is possible. Remember that. If you want to truly change your life, you start with how you see yourself. Okay? And then once you love yourself finally, then you can truly start to create that new life that you want. And what do I mean by that? Well, I just want you to realize that it's changing the me starts with changing inside you. And just saying I love myself nonstop and making it fun, making it musical, saying thank you after to show gratitude. Because when you show gratitude, the idea goes quicker in your subconscious. And when the idea goes in your subconscious, you don't need to force anything in your brain now. You're just going to feel love for yourself. It's not complicated, but it's simple. But you'd be amazed at such simplicity people don't follow. Okay, so it's what I'm suggesting right now. It's not as hard as going to the gym and getting a six pack, but it takes concentration. It takes awareness of how do I see myself? Do I like myself? What Patrick's saying, I think it's true because I've always had a problem with myself, And it's been 20 years and things have not changed. I still feel uncomfortable with who I am. And I still feel scared to talk to other people because I think they're going to judge me. Because if I don't like myself, they probably don't like me either. An illusion. And the faster you can actually wake up and see this is all an illusion, because once you fall in love with yourself, it's only then that you can actually change your body and miracles start happening. That weight starts coming off. But you got to love yourself first. If you uh, you got to love yourself as the, and you can disagree with me. No, Patrick, it's not true. I can lose weight. Sorry. If you're losing weight just to love yourself, if I lose weight, I'll love it. You're being conditional with yourself. Nothing's going to happen. You're not going to fall off. All the weight's not going to fall off. No, because you got to love yourself. It's only when you love yourself and you let go of needing anything to love yourself. There's no conditions. You just love yourself because you are born. Then life starts changing. And because when you let go of limitations, of thoughts about who you are and who you can be, you just open doors. Doors start opening because you're letting go. And when you start letting go, these blockages that you might have had in the past, they start releasing. And as you continue to love yourself and start, number two, start meditating. Find something on YouTube. I've already shared on my channel some YouTube videos that for meditating. That's number two, because when you can meditate, you can actually uh, you're listening to basically more of what I'm telling you. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. Now you see yourself, you see beauty, you see kindness, you see love. Everything's going in the way you want it to go. That's all through meditation. And when you're breathing deeply, you're breathing in deeply and you're holding it, and then you breathe out slowly, your body's going to it's going to feel good. And when you're hearing that with earphones on, it feels good. It does feel good. And I suggest if you really want to change yourself, do a 20-minute meditation when you first get up and before you go to bed. And do it for a month. And you're going to see, mark my word, you're going to starting to feel better. Like really, like the needle will change. It will shift because you're taking steps to actually changing you. So it's not rocket science. It's not. But uh, meditation, I think, is another way to move the needle. But first, number one, be conscientious of how you see yourself. Can you look at yourself in the mirror, nude, and just be happy? Even though you have some blobs of fat around your waist, around your belly, can you still love yourself for now? And when you start, if you can say yes, I think for many of you, that is a miracle that is happening. Just be able to accept yourself for who you are. Holy mama. That in itself is going to create just a flow state in which you are now opening yourself up to what the world has to give you. It starts with you accepting you for who you are and celebrate. Don't be. And if there's something that you want to change, because that weight example, that has hurt you, maybe you were bullied because of that weight. So, well, if that's the case, you still got to love yourself, because it's only in loving yourself, accepting you for who you are, who you become. Okay. It's only when you accept yourself and you can thank the Lord you are who you are, because you, come on, it's only then that you can truly change, because you can't focus on changing when you feel guilty for who you are. You see how they don't go well together? I feel guilty for who I am. I'm not proud of who I am. I want to change. No, nothing happens. And Lord knows I've been down that road too. And millions of men are in that situation. They want life to change, but they're not changing how they think about themselves deep down inside. Okay? Because you can beat yourself up, guys. You can. You can beat yourself up, but continue beating. You're not going to change. It's when you can accept yourself for who you are that you begin to change. And number two, meditating is bringing that change faster. Number three, and I think this is going to really help you, just take a journal, and just start writing each day for, I don't know, start with 5 minutes. And what you're going to do is quite simple. You are taking incredible action to change me, change you. Okay. So each day, put a focus on what you want to do. Today, example, it's August 29th. I'm going to be kind to myself today. I'm going to say, I love myself nonstop. And I'm going to be thankful every time to God, every time I do it. And oh my God, the fact that you wrote it in your journal, you just have become more mindful of doing that. And you're going to now do it. There's a better chance you're going to do it because you wrote it down. You were proactive. Okay. And if you want, in the evening after supper, just take your journal and just, how did today go? Did I did I feel a did I feel a change in my body? Do I feel good right now? And what do I feel good about? I I feel good about being me. I'm starting to not really care, not really care about my fat around my tummy and just being happy. It's you have to stop and allow yourself to reflect about how life is changing, to sometimes realize true changes that are happening. Do you get that? If you never stop the rat race to just reflect about how's life changing, well then that's what you, again, that's another way you've done the first 35 years. So if we're going to change truly us, we got to rethink how we want to live. And I'm telling you, one, accepting yourself for who you are and loving yourself. Two, starting to meditate, just little meditation, 20 minutes in the evening and in the morning when your subconscious is more present, so you can make a bigger impression to that new you want to incorporate. And three, jotting your perceptions of how life is changing in your journal. Okay, what I just given you, you might say, well, there's nothing new there, Patrick. And who cares? It's the way it's done. And I just want to tell you something. Listen up. You can be pig-headed, okay? You can want to be right, and you're going to be right. If you want to be right, and you want to think your way, you are right because you think you're right. But I'll give you just an example. Gravity. You jump off a building and you think gravity doesn't exist, you're going to get a surprise, aren't you? You're going to fall just like a rock. Oh, well, I thought I could fly. Gravity is equal if you're rich, you're poor, you're tall, you're short, you're single, you're married, you're underweight, you're overweight. It's the same. You fall like a rock. Well, in the same line of thinking, the laws of the universe, one, I just shared today, to love another, you have to love yourself. To truly ask for change in your body, you got to start with loving yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you will never be happy with your body. Never. Even if you get the six pack, you will be looking for other people to notice that you're happy. Notice that you have the six pack. You'll be looking at the exterior. Please validate me. You're still needy because you don't love yourself, so you need everybody else to love you. That is the reality of most of the world right today. So wake up. Please realize that the rules are the rules. You can fight them, but just like gravity, it happens to everybody equal. So what I'm saying is just a reality. You got to love yourself to be able to love anybody else. And when you love yourself, you truly love life. You can truly love your job. You can truly change who you are because you have accepted. It's through acceptance that we can change. Okay, just like you want to change your relationship uh, with your father. It's through accepting that he has weaknesses, that he is like he is, that you can choose to love him. And I say choose because being angry at him, you will never change him. Accepting him, and you say, well, Patrick, I don't want to accept it because then he's going to say it's okay. Who cares? It's his life. But be conscientious that what you resist persists. If you're angry at him and you don't let it go, you'll be angry at him when he's alive and when he's dead. You will have that frustration, that inner pain, and it's going to wreak havoc in your body. So let's release it. Accept. Accept him for who he is. And he has a problem. He's drinking. He has a problem. So have compassion for him. Maybe he didn't have the best childhood either. Okay. And when you do that, again, you're accepting, just like you accept yourself. It's only there that you can actually change. And again, you're moving the needle. Something's happening inside. You have an inner peace that's happening. So I'm going to stop here. And we just looked at three simple ways to start changing. And I think the biggest is number one. The way you see yourself is, for many, the starting point of true change. Okay. And then once you conscientious try to change how you see yourself, you could, I love myself nonstop. And maybe to help you, there's a book. I never thought of it, but I thought of it now. There's a book, Happy Pocket, A Pocket Full of Money. And you might think it's dealing with money. It is in some way, but again, it's the rules of how life is, whether you agree or disagree. And that's a sad thing because you might think life is like you are, like you believe, like your parents believed. And you might, I, I have the body I have because my parents had the body. They made me. it just happened. No, it might, genes are a part of it, but um, you treating your body the way it is was definitely part of it. And maybe you treating your body like it is because you don't like your body, so you don't respect it. It's all interlinked. Unknown caller. So wait. Oh my God. Hello? Yes. Oh, hello. Hello. I got a phone call. I apologize. I didn't, I'm a teacher, so the student was contacting me. But anyway, just recap. Just please uh be kind to yourself. When I say be kind to yourself, truly be kind to yourself. You love yourself nonstop. And this is not hard. This is not hard. Giving a six pack is a little more difficult. So don't make it difficult either. Be kind to yourself. And could you please just trust me? What I'm saying is not, excuse me, bullshit. It is, and look, we thought the earth was flat for hundreds of years. And then we realized that reality was not true. That fact was not true. What is it possible? The way you see life is not true either. And start with realizing that this person that you might hate is lovable and you can love this person. And it's going to be difficult at the beginning because every change, it's difficult day one. But be kind to yourself. Be consistent, be persistent and consistent. And you're going to find it's going to get better. Each day, you remind yourself, I love myself nonstop. It's going to get a little bit easier. And before you know it, 2 weeks, you're going to start to feel a real shift in how you see yourself. So I'm going to stop right here and try it. You have nothing to lose. You've been your way, again, 35 years, and you're not happy. Could you just trust me and do it for the next 4 months and see what's going to happen? I think it's going to change the game. So I'll stop here. Subscribe. You're happy. And if it resonates with you, right below what you how does this sound? What resonates with you and why? That would be really appreciative. Okay. Until next time, I wish you peace and love. Okay, bye-bye.